Hello and welcome to Admissions at Queen Elizabeth High School. I'm Miss Radcliffe, the Office's Admissions Manager here at school. As you are aware, we are a selected grammar school and children wishing to come to our school at the start of their secondary education need to sit the Lincolnshire 11 Plus test during the start of Year 6 at primary school. Information and registration is available on our website. It is also sent to primary schools in the January term of Year 5. Closing date for the registration was the end of March. However, if you haven't registered your child just yet, please use the email address at the end of this presentation to get in touch with me and I'll see what we can do. There are 2 familiarisation days in June and July. We do strongly recommend attending these. These just give the children an opportunity to know what to expect when they come for the testing in September. And then there's the actual test in September term of Year 6. Your child will sit 2 tests in a multiple choice format, first one being verbal reasoning and the second one being non-verbal reasoning. The 2 familiarisation days are considered sufficient preparation for the 11 plus testing in September. However, if you wish to practice papers at home, GL Assessment have published packs that you can purchase, and the information for these is available on our website. You can purchase these from Amazon and most leading retailers. But there are also links to free papers that you can download as well on our admissions page. A standardised score of 220 or above is required at Queen Elizabeth High School in order to be considered for a grammar school education here at our school. In our experience, a consistent score of 80% or above across both papers usually results in a qualification in the testing. You do need to be aware, though, that a qualifying score does not automatically guarantee your child place here at Queen Elizabeth High School. You still do need to submit your application for a school place. The 11 plus results are posted out to parents in October, and it will be in time for the application deadline through your local authority. If you're not sure on when the deadline is, please make sure you contact your local authority. If your child does sit the test at the appropriate time, then you will receive the results in time. You can apply for a school place online or via a paper application, which you can get from the Lincolnshire School Admissions team or whichever your local authority is. They will be able to provide you with that. Our published admissions number is 186, which means that should we receive more applications than our published admissions number, places are then allocated using our oversubscription criteria. There is a brief outline of this below in this presentation. However, the full criteria can be found on our website on the admissions page. It will help you to familiarise yourself with this so you know obviously where your child will stand in this oversubscription criteria. So first rank is looked after children and all previously looked after children. Second is if you have a sibling already at this school, that sibling must be on roll at the time of application. Next is children and staff members. Next is if your child's home address is within 9 miles driving distance door to door of our school. Next is if you're registered as Ever 6 FSM. The Ever 6 part means that if you are no longer in receipt of free school meals, but you were in receipt of free school meals in the previous 6 years, you are still eligible to apply under that criteria. And then the final criteria is if your child's home address is outside 9 miles driving distance. We then rank and score order with the highest score obviously being first. Just please remember that even if you already have a sibling at the school, you do still need to submit a school application through your local authority. Passing the test does not guarantee you a place here at the school. You still have to apply for a place. Places are offered in the spring term of Year 6 at the start of March. And again, that date is released later. I do believe it's the 1st of March this year. If your child qualifies but is not offered a place, the school admissions team will place them on a reserve list. That reserve list is held by the school admissions team until the start of September that your child starts Year 7, and then it is passed to Queen Elizabeth High School. If you do obviously wish to appeal this decision, you are able to, and you also have the right to appeal if your child does not qualify in the test and you applied for a place but were not offered. You do have the right to appeal if you are declined an offer at this school. The appeals are heard by a panel that's completely independent of the school, and it's heard in the summer term of Year 6 in what's called a block appeal process. And for more information on the appeals and how to appeal, you need to contact the Lincolnshire School Admissions team. They'll be able to talk you through the process and what you can expect and what you can submit as part of your appeal. Just for an example, for those that live outside of the 9 miles home address of our school, this is the last 3 years of statistics for places that were offered at our school outside of the 9 miles. It might give you a better understanding of what to expect when you're applying. Now, as you can see from the 3 years, we cannot ever predict how the places are going to be offered year by year, because in 2019 you can see that we only offered 36 to those who lived outside of the 9 miles, and 244 was the lowest score offered. That year we had an enormous amount of siblings who were already at this school, which meant that we offered less places in Criterion after that. In 220 it was 54 places offered outside of the 9 miles, with 235 being the lowest score offered, and in 2021 38 places were offered outside of the 9 miles, with 260 being the lowest score offered. As you can see, that was quite a high score for the last place offered. We just can't predict year on year how it's going to go with applications. So it is a question that we just can't answer. But hopefully this will give you a better understanding and what to expect. I hope you found this information helpful. There is more information available on our website under the admissions page. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to contact me using the email address here, admissions@qehs.links.sch.uk, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching.